Welcome back, everyone. Today I'm going to be reinstalling the Icemaker on this GE refrigerator. It was a bit disappointing that it broke so soon after owning it. We had owned this maybe a year before the Icemaker broke on it, and I knew it was going to be a problem because I had read several reviews on different websites where people had posted similar problems, and it looks like GE came out with a different model number for the Icemaker, and so I have that ordered. It's delivered, so my process here will be to pull out the refrigerator from the wall, to unplug it, to make sure that I can safely replace the Icemaker. So we'll get started on that right now. And here's the model information. PVD28BYNBFS. Here's our new one that arrived in the mail the other day. So as we take a look at this one, I think it will be pretty easy to replace. We just have to get a couple screws out of the existing one to be able to take it out, then unplug the electrical harnesses, stick this one in. So you just have to open up to where the Icemaker is, remove the ice bucket. So I'm going to start by taking this cover off, so we can see there's electrical connections that go down from the Icemaker up top. Okay, so just two screws there. This thing is connected here. Just take that out. And we see some wires tucked in back here. Get you a closer look at this one. So I think I just have to press. Yep, do it with one hand even. Press on it and then they pull apart. There is another set of wires connected back here. Get those pulled out. Squeeze on the tops. Looks like that just disconnects. And now we'll see how this is connected. Looks like this one screw will have to come out. Maybe that's all. I'm going to make sure this sets in here properly. I think that's the right spot. This screw, I don't know if you can see it or not, this screw doesn't look like it quite is lining up to the hole back here though, so we'll see if this is going to be difficult to screw in. And then we have our new wiring harnesses. Do the big one first, since that's the one we took off last. Stick it back in there. And the smaller one. Tuck those back in. Get this back into place. And there were two different size screws that came off here. And I think the larger one goes into this place. I won't screw that in all the way, I'll just get it started. Alright, I had to get the camera out of the way to get the one up here on. Wanted to make sure this was tucked around the corner here. It kept sliding out. So now we'll see if this larger screw will go on properly. I think everything's lined up for it. That keeps coming out. That was much easier. So I'd recommend getting the wires tucked back here, doing the top one first, and then coming and doing the second one. Everything is as snug as it can be by hand. So now we'll get it plugged back in, see if this new one works. Something you may need to do once you plug it all back in is go to the settings. Check to make sure your Icemaker is in fact turned on. Ours was off. I've already turned it back on. We had ours off because it just wasn't working for the longest time, and so now that it's back on, it will start to cool off inside there. I know the Icemaker requires it to be extra chilled, so since I had the door open for a little while, I'm sure it's going to take a little bit of time to get cold enough to make ice, so we'll check back in after a while, and fingers crossed that this was the actual problem and fixes it for us. Here we are a couple hours later. Let's check and see the results. I have heard ice falling out. Easy fix.